Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Glad to have you here. Today we are going to be looking at a Empire on Greenskin matchup. I am the Empire again, with a very similar build to what I usually have. Um, and this battle is exciting because it's against Slade X. Really good player. I've encountered him, I think, every now and then in the leaderboards, but he is in the top 100, and I haven't been able to really get many battles against people in the top 100 as of late. So I'm really excited to play against him. Really good player, and a really close battle. So I have my main line here of 5 swordsmen backed up by my warrior priest. I have 2 handgunners in the gaps, 2 spearmen on each side, a swordsman protecting each handgunner, a great sword to throw in wherever there are blackworks. Great hats on the great swords. An Empire Knight on each flank, and my flying goon squad. Interesting build from the Greenskins over here. He has Vanguard deployed, Morgub's Mangy Marauders, so armor-piercing damage here that can quickly take out heroes. So I think that's, or great swords, so that's where he'll be trying to use these guys. Here he's got the Night Goblins, the Night Goblin Fanatics. They're unbreakable, and they have the spinny fanatics that they can throw out. So definitely need to watch out for these guys. On this flank, he's got a Goblin Big Boss on a Spider and a Orc Boar Boy Biggin. So need to keep my flyers away from these guys. And as his main line, he has 3 Blackworks spread out, one here, and one in the back. He's got 2 Biggins, and 2 Goblins, extremely vetted up. I think the rank 6, third level silver chevrons, and he has a hero squad of an orc war boss, goblin big boss on a spider, and a night goblin shaman who will be debuffing my troops and buffing his. He also has 1 unit of nasty skulkers vetted up to 1, and the rusty heirs. So significant range power in the Rusty Heirs and the Morgub's Mangy Marauders, so my flyers do have to be a little bit careful of where they land. Over here, he's got Vanguard deployed, some Goblin Wolf Riders that are hidden in the trees behind the slope, and he'll be trying to get at my handgunners with those. Oh, that's slow-mo. There we go. Of course, I'm going to be sending my hero squad out to go scout. You don't have to worry too much about having a air fight with the Greenskins. Generally, they can't bring a air force as strong as mine, so there you can be safe without. Basically, you can be safe and not worry about these guys. Here, his Night Goblins are going to come up. I'm going to drop a quick Flock of Doom here, try and do some damage. But he's nice and spread out, so I can only get 2 of the units. Here, his Morgub's Mangy Marauders get a little too close to my gunners, and there I'm able to get a shot in. And here I uncover his Night Goblins, but I don't react to them immediately. Luckily, I dodged most of that volley there with my hero, and you can see being really careful with these goblins on the minimap. You can see the Wolf Riders, and I am not going to notice them. But I am going to notice these guys finally, and I'm going to give a great charge with my Empire Knights. And they're not going to like being charged. They're just going to go flying. Half the unit decimated on the charge. Definitely a good target for Empire Knights. The Night Goblins don't really have any armor-piercing damage, so again, that's good. Here are some good shots in on the Morgub's Mangy Marauders. And I'm going to move my Spearman in to support this fight with the Boar Boy Biggins. But he is going to sneak past, and I'm not going to totally catch him here, and he's going to swing around into my handgunners. I am going to get one last volley before they come in. And you can see his main line here getting close. I've done a little bit of damage to this Black Orc, a little bit of damage to this Biggin, but otherwise mostly completely fine. Because my handgunners are already tied up, and I got one more here, but his Wolf Riders have their eye on him. I'm soon going to bring my... There you can see I route this Goblin Warboss pretty quick. Volley in from the handgunners, and I'm going to bring this hero squad over here to try and get rid of these Boar Biggins to get my handgunners out of this. But you've already done their damage, done half the hit points of my handgunners. Around this side, he's going to be really sneaky and sneak through here, I think. And I'm going to bring my Empire Knights around to try and get some hammer and anvils. Same on this side. I'm going to tie up these Black Orcs with a swordsman and then just charge them in the back. So now I'm trying to shoot into these Black Orcs. Not the best shot, but I am going to be able to kill some of these guys. But they are being targeted by the Rusty Airs, and I'm not going to see these Wolf Riders even though they're right behind me. You can see Itchy Nuisance coming down, and once I move my swordsman through, the Wolf Riders are going to come in and clean up these handgunners as I recharge these goblins and finish them off. My hero squad coming down on the Rusty Airs, but the damage is done. They've eliminated the handgunners. Another hammer and anvil coming in here. Very fast-paced battle on the Black Orcs, trying to do as much damage as I can because my swordsmen are not going to win that fight by themselves. So the Empire Knights are going to do okay in a on the charge, but soon after, I do have to. I'm gonna sneeze. I do need to pull them out so that they don't die in there. You can see his nasty skulkers coming in here. I really need to get out of this fight. I can be stuck on the ground by the nasty skulkers and squished with the Black Orc, so I need to run, get out of that combat. My middle is not doing well, but I have my great swords in reserve, ready to plug this gap. Both my handgunners basically off the field. Not ideal. Not ideal. But I am going to get a nice rear charge here with the Empire Knights. You can see Smoke Bomb going off. Luckily my Amber Wizard does get away. I get a nice charge here from the Empire Knights. You can see not doing much damage, but any damage I can do is worth it. Here I'm going to drop a Flock of Doom on the Biggins and the Black Orcs and get a rear charge in with my Spearmen. My handgunners are finally routing. And this Goblin Big Boss, great use of him. He's going to get through and start tying down my handgunners. My Amber Wizard over here is going to come try and rout these Black Orcs with repeated charges of the Empire Knights. You can see these Empire Knights ping-ponging around, don't want to stay in one fight too long, and I'm going to try and pull through my own troops, my own great swords. You can see wavering. Hopefully I can rout them off the field relatively quickly. And these Night Goblins are finally being finished off. They are unbreakable. You can see pulling through with a little bit of life left. My handgunners regrouping over here. This is a great spot for them. Can shoot into the side of the Skulkers or the Black Orcs. I realize that these guys are dying and I need to deal with this, so I'm going to again come after this Goblin Big Boss and he's going to get eaten. But these Biggins are close by, so my handgunners are pretty much doomed at this point. My Empire Knights are coming around to help though. Not the ideal charging formation. And they are Biggins, but they are in the back, so I think you can do some significant damage with something like Empire Knights. The regrouped Rusty Airs are shooting at my handgunners, and they're going to break them. You can see my Warrior Priest breaking here. Finally got the other Goblin Big Boss off the field. Again, repeated charges onto these Black Orcs, but it's not doing too much. Luckily, my Empire Knights are still alive. I haven't sacrificed them yet. I've won this left flank, so now it's all about winning this right flank. He still has a healthy unit of Black Orcs. Still got these mangy Marauders. But I am feeling pretty confident at this point. I have my one unit at least of handgunners, one row, and my heroes are decently high health. But you can see with a rear charge from these Wolf Riders, these swordsmen are going to rout. They really can't hold up in a fight against Black Orcs. But my heroes are going to come down, try and secure this flank at least a little bit. But they are pretty isolated on this side, though the heroes are over here, so they're not in too much danger. Handgunners still firing away. Really should be targeting the Biggins or the Black Orcs. And you can see my remaining swordsmen coming back. My handgunners are finally back. Rusty Airs shooting my poor swordsman in the back. Flock of Doom coming down. That's going to be the end of these two Black Orcs. And these nasty Skulkers, without the support of a hero nearby, are going to get terrified very quickly off the field. But they do get the Smoke Bomb off, slowing down my units. My Spearmen over here are going to just be swarmed by wolves, and so I don't think these guys count as large units. So the Spearmen are not actually going to do very well, but they do have handgunner support. So with the Black Orcs cleaned up, I'm feeling pretty confident. I just need to come over here and finish off the remaining heroes. His Orc War Boss untouched over here. But you can see I have a good number of swordsmen left on the field. Spearmen, though very low health. My Warrior Priest came back. He's doing a good job here targeting the handgunners. My whole Pegasus Knight looks tiny in comparison to the boar. But once this guy dies, and he will because there's so much damage here, Spearman coming to support. Huge damage there, wow. But it's, oh, because he has Wah going, so he's going to be very deadly. But I just have too many units here. Handgunners coming into combat. And he's going to rout. Very close battle there. I always love the Empire versus Greenskin matchup. And I do think it's a very close one because, the Pyrrhic victory here. It was very strange not seeing a Ragnarok Spider, but I guess maybe he was assuming that's what I would be suspecting, and I did bring my handgunners there to deal with that. You can see good kills here on my General, good kill on my Amber Wizard, and my Empire Captain as per usual. Surprisingly good kills here on 3 of the Spearmen. The Swordsman, 90 kills on the Swordsman. Very good, probably on Goblins or other such units. 45. My handgunner's doing okay. I definitely did not do the best job of protecting them. Look, this Empire Knight, though, definitely pulling its weight. 105 kills on that guy. He was just ping-ponging around, hitting Black Orcs and Goblins, and just supporting all the fights around that they could, because the Spearmen will not win against these vetted-up Goblins. So being able to charge them in the back just once and wiping them out is very necessary if I'm going to be able to win, because I need more bodies to throw against the Black Orcs. You can see the Great Swords not doing too well, but they were matched up against the General in the middle, and we're fighting Black Orcs, so 45 kills, not too bad. You can see the Big Ends doing great, 156, 104, 131, 176, all these units doing great. 83 on a Goblin, that's incredible. I was able to get these Goblin big bosses off the field pretty quickly. And the Orc War Boss doing really well. Definitely a Pyrrhic victory. I just brought enough bodies there to kind of outlast some of these units. Anyways, that was that. Thanks to Slade X for playing. It was a super fun matchup, and I hope to encounter him again for a rematch soon. Thanks for watching, and that's that.